Hello everyone, I'm here in one of London's most famous cycling location, and it's Regent's Park. As you can see, plenty of cyclists going around, a lot of security as well. In this location, slightly north of London, in one of the richest area with the most expensive mansion, somehow this location attracts the very best cycling kit, bicycles. So whoever comes here seems to be extremely serious, and to the point that before there I had to justify myself to security with my dirty bike today. I told them that I got a Madon Project 1 on order at Sigma Sports, and they let me away, but they didn't want any proof. Luckily I got away. So I'm here now. I'm going to do an anti-clockwise turn. Apparently this is the preferred way where all the cyclists go. Anti-clockwise is the easier because of course you go along the natural turn of the rounds. So let's have a look. You can see the beautiful mansions that surround Regent's Park. They are the most exclusive properties in the whole of the country. And my back, Winfield House, is where the American ambassador residence is, and where the president comes and visits the UK. Here is where he stays. Security is quite tight. Apparently they stop a cyclist with hairy legs because they say, well, they never saw a cyclist with hairy legs in Regent's Park, so they thought he was an attacker. So thankfully they explain and everything went well. But you know, be careful guys. And this is behind me is the London Central Mosque. Is where Cat Stevens embraced Islam and became Yusuf Islam. We are here at Hanover Gate. The address behind me is worldwide famous. Is where Sherlock Holmes' house, fictional house, was supposed to be in Baker Street. As you can see, there's a blue plaque. I saw another blue plaque somewhere else in Regent's Park, and it marks the last 105 mechanic that rode around the outer ring. It's yeah. Imagine, those were the days where we used to switch gears with cables. They're fascinating. As I mentioned, the location attracts really the very best cyclists in London. And as you can see, if you come at Regent's Park, you actually come here to ride hard. So I'll give you some tips on how to interpret the ride in Regent's Park. So you either go full on, so hands on the hoods with full aero tack, or directly on the drops. If you don't want to ride hard, I would employ that kind of stance where I just got back from a century. You go with that kind of I've done my bit already. Hands on the bar, relax, and just say, well, I'm done. And that's also a unique element, because you don't have, like in Richmond Park, a continuous flow where just a couple of roundabouts are in your way. Here you got traffic lights. The fastest riders eventually you have to stop at the traffic light and the slower riders catch up, and every traffic light becomes another sprint where everyone wants to come first and the next roundabout. So it's very challenging and very exciting as well. Yeah, that's my century stance, so just got back from a long ride. Well, this is quite a famous area. It's the so-called Gandalf's Corner, and if you have seen Cycling Mikey's video, is where he ambushed the drivers that jumped this island to cut through this lane, so going against the correct side of the road, because sometimes that lane becomes completely jam-packed and cars tend to cut through, and it's quite dangerous because cyclists will come through at speed like them, and they might find the car directly against them. So Cycling Mikey decided to patrol this side of the corner and make some video out of it. So it's not here today, so I might as well do something else. I can divide the S-Works, Trek Madon and Cervelo on one side and all the other slower riders on the other, just to give a bit of a sense of direction to the flow. And this one seems a local's favorite. Once you've done your 4 or 5 laps at full speed, a hot bun from One Shot Coffee is highly deserved. So Regent's Park is also famous for London Zoo, but you don't really care because here is where a bit of a uphill has finished, and you do have a long stretch slightly downhill where you can really build up the speed to go around as fast as you can. You shouldn't. And guys, dress code of course is strict at Regent's Park. You can't really think of rocking up with your Decathlon or Van Riesel. You can't think of rocking up with your Van Riesel stuff. So and not even the Rafa or Castelli that we saved a lot to buy my Cut It. So here the niche brand, I don't know, Pass Normal, MAP maybe, or some unknown brand from North Europe will do the trick. So there you go, Regent's Park, really one of the best locations for central London. Of course, is one of the few areas where in the heart of London you can ride with a very nice loop. There are some things to consider, of course, as I mentioned, but overall fantastic, enjoyable location. Thank you and see you to the next video. Ciao.